Good morning, everybody. How are you? How lovely to see you today. So it's just on 10 and this is my first ever live stream. So bear with me because I don't know quite how this all works. As you can see, I've already got my phone on when I should have it off, so I can turn that off. So yeah, welcome. It's really nice of you to join me. I'm going to do my best to give you a really good, well-rounded Pilates class. We'll try and do about 25 minutes, something like that. And if you can bear with me on the technology, because I've never done a live stream before, so I don't know quite how this works. I've done all the tutorials, but we shall see what happens. But we'll do the class. And then what my plan is after the class, then I'll come and have a look at all the questions. If you have any questions, you can put them on the side here in the chat, and we can have a little chat after the class and see how it went for you. So I hope that all makes sense. Shall we just get started and see how it goes? Let's do that. So come and get onto your mat. I'm just going to go onto my mat here. And we are going to start sitting up. And I'm going to give you some work for the back today, for the core, and maybe a few little challenges as well. See how you go, all right? Because Pilates can be very serious, but it can be great fun as well, all right? So let's start with the knees bent like this, all right? You're going to put your hands underneath your knees, and then I want you to use those arms and shoulders to lift the back from being rounded into a nice upright spine like this. Can you see? So you're lifting, really lifting up off the bottom. All right, and then what you're going to do from there, so you're going to take a deep breath in, and you're going to breathe out, draw the tummy muscles in, and just flex that lower back. Can you see? I'm rounding the back, but I'm pulling my abs in here on the front. And then you're going to inhale to lift back up. So we're going to exhale, drawing the tummy muscles in. That's it. And then inhale, lifting up and drawing those shoulders down. Let's do that again. So exhale, draw the tummy muscles in. Good. Inhale, lifting up. We're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale, draw the tummy muscles in. Good. And inhale, lifting up. And last one, exhale, draw the tummy muscles in. And lifting back up. Now we're going to do the same thing, but take the arms away. So it's going to become more of a challenge. So arms out like so. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull the tummy muscles in. And coming back, see if you can go a little bit further. That's it. Then take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull your abdominals in. So think of pulling the belly button in, coming up. And then lifting up through the back. Let's try that again. Exhale, draw the tummy muscles in. And coming back. See if you can get down to your waistband. Like this. That's it. Inhale. Exhale, draw the tummy muscles in. Coming up. And lifting up through the spine. And again, deep breath in. Exhale, scooping the tummy muscles in. So you can really feel that connection here. Inhale. And exhale. Coming up and lifting up through the spine. We're going to do it 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, scooping in, coming up and lifting up. And one more. Exhale, draw the tummy muscles in. And this time I want you to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going until you're all the way down on the floor. Well done. Bring your hands down and let's have the knees bent. So I'm just going to shuffle along a bit so you can see me better. All right, so this is where we would normally start our classes from. You're going to be lying down with your knees bent. We want a neutral position of the spine. So that's, I know a lot of you have done classes with me online before, so I'm just going to give you quick reminders today. So what you're going to do is try and align your hip bones with your pubic bones. So these 3 bones, 1, 2, 3, are horizontally aligned. So imagine if you were going to put a spirit level across your abdominals. Yeah, and you want that bubble to be right in the middle there. So nice and steady. And then you're going to feel you've got a little space here under the back. And that's normal. That's just the shape of your spine, and we're all going to be different with that, okay? So what we're going to do from here is take a breath in. We're going to breathe out, draw the tummy muscles in, tilt the pelvis towards us, and then press into the feet and peel the hips up off the floor. So you're pushing up through those legs and bottom muscles as well. They're doing a lot of work here. Take a breath in and breathing out, slowly coming down through the spine and back down onto your neutral position. So you're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to exhale to tilt, and we're going to roll the spine all the way up. You're going to inhale there at the top. Exhale, think of relaxing through your chest and coming down through your spine, trying to think of coming down through each and every vertebra until you're down on the mat. Let's try that again. Deep breath in, breathing out, tilting the pelvis, pushing into the feet and lifting the hips up. Good. Then you're going to inhale and exhale, coming down through the spine, all the way down onto the mat. And again, inhale through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. The exhale is when you pull those tummy muscles inwards, and you're trying to hold that all the way through this lift up. All right, now you don't want the bottom sagging here. You want to push up through those legs, but down through the ribs. Then you're going to inhale, exhale, coming back down, and we shall do one more. Deep breath in, breathing out, tilting the pelvis, pushing into the feet and rolling those hips up. And you're going to inhale there and exhale, relaxing through the chest, coming down through the spine and back onto your mat. All right, let's take the arms out to the side now. All right, and what we're going to do is lift one leg up and then the other leg up, so the knees and the feet are together, and you want your shins parallel to the floor. All right, imagine you're holding a 10-pound note or a $10 note between the knees. You don't want to drop it, right? So we're going to keep those knees together. And then from here, we're going to inhale, taking the knees over towards your right-hand side, and you're going to exhale to come back to the center. Then you're going to go the other way. You're going to inhale over, and you're going to exhale to come back. Good. So it's inhale over and exhale back. Inhale over and exhale back. So this is really about using the core. We're trying to keep our rib cage still and just move from the waist. So just keep that going. Inhale over and exhale back. Ribs are still. We're rotating from the waist. Inhale over and exhale back. And one more. Inhale over and exhale back. You're going to take the right leg down, the left leg down. So I'm going to try and keep it at the same kind of steady pace as my normal videos. All right, so it's really clear for us all. We're going to stay neutral. We're going to interlace the fingers and take the hands behind the head, and we're going to open those elbows out so you can just see them out of the corners of your eyes. Now this exercise, I want you to try and keep this bottom half really still, okay? We don't want to be lifting or moving in the spine. We're just going to work deep into the core with this. So we're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you're going to draw the abdominals in and lift the head and the chest up, looking towards your knees, and you're not moving here at all. All right, then you're going to take a breath in and breathe out as you come down through the spine. So you're going to inhale to prepare, and you're going to exhale to lift up. You're going to inhale to hold, and you're going to exhale to lower down. So we go slow and steady to build that strength. Deep breath in, exhaling to lift. Inhale to hold, and exhale to lower down. Taking a deep breath in, exhale to lift. See if you can come a little bit higher without moving that pelvis. Inhale And exhale as you come down. Good, deep breath in. Exhale to lift. Inhale to hold. And exhale to lower. Stay with me on this one. Deep breath in. Exhale to lift, coming all the way up. We're going to stay up. You're going to take a breath in. And as you breathe out, rotating your rib cage towards me. So you're going to exhale, rotate. Inhale back to center. Exhale, rotate the other way. And inhale, center. So exhale, rotate. And inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. And inhale, center. Rotate and center. Rotate and center. Rotate and center. One more. And center. Now you're going to stay up. Hopefully you're a little bit shaky now in the tummy area. You're going to reach those hands forward, hands underneath the thighs, and then you're going to try and bring yourself all the way up to sitting. All right, so let's have the legs out in front. And we're going to try what's called a roll up. So obviously I can't see you, so I'm just going to give you some tips as we go through it, all right? So you're going to take those arms out in front like so. You're going to point the toes, and you're going to take a breath in. You're going to breathe out. You're going to scoop the tummy in, and we're going to see if we can go all the way down. Let's try one together and see if we can do it all the way down. And then once you're down, you're going to take the arms overhead. And here is your challenge. You're going to inhale to move the arms, head and chest. And as you exhale, pull that belly button in and see if you can bring yourself up. All right, so this is deep core work. We're going to come over and lift up. Now, if that was too challenging, you can add the arms. So let's try it this way. Exhale, coming all the way down. And then reaching the arms overhead. Inhale, you're going to move the arms, head and chest. If you need help, you bend your knees, hands underneath, and just bring yourself up. Once you're up, you can go back to that start position. And if that's uncomfortable on the legs, you can do it with the knees bent. So deep breath in and exhale, coming down. All right, so we're going to do 3 more. You're just going to choose which way works best for you today. Exhale. Most important thing is you do that breathing, yes? So you're going to take a breath in. We're going to breathe out. That's when we pull the abdominals in. We're going to come back. And then reach the arms overhead, keeping your ribs down. Inhale, moving the arms, head and chest. And exhale. This is the tricky bits. Coming up and over. Let's restack the spine. Let's do it 2 more times. Deep breath in. Exhale, scooping in and coming down. And arms overhead. Inhale, moving the arms, head and chest. And exhale, coming up and lifting up through the spine. And last one, deep breath in and exhale. Coming down, arms overhead. Inhale. And exhale all the way up and lifting up through the spine. Good, so we're going to do a little exercise to stretch the legs out now. So to separate your feet and have your toes pointing to the ceiling and your knees slightly bent. If your back's uncomfortable with the legs out, you can bend the legs like this and do the same exercise, all right? So most important thing, it's not really about the stretch here. It's about trying to get your back upright, because this is all about strengthening the back muscles, which obviously are part of your core, because your core goes all the way around, right? So it's the side muscles of the waist, it's the front, but it's also the muscles of the spine at the back. So we're going to take our arms out in front, and you're going to imagine that your back is up against a wall, right? So all the way up against the wall, and you're going to peel off that wall starting from the very top of your head. So you're going to take a deep breath in, and then you're going to breathe out, chin to the chest, drawing the abdominals in, and gently flexing forward over those legs. So you're feeling that stretch in the spine, but you're still scooping in here in the abdominals. And you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to breathe out, draw the tummy muscles in, and slowly come back up. Good. So you're going to take a breath in, breathing out, chin to the chest, and coming down. So as you're going down, you're still pulling the abdominals in. Then you're going to inhale and exhale, pull the tummy muscles in, and come all the way back up. So really lifting off those sit bones. Then again, deep breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest, and coming down. All the way down. Good. Inhale. And exhale as you come up. Let's do one more. Deep breath in. And exhale, chin to the chest. And down, inhale, and exhale as you come back up. Well done. So what you're going to do now is you're going to take your hands behind you. I'm going to give you a little exercise to work your shoulders and the back of the legs. You're going to bring your legs together. All right, and you're going to point your toes down, and you're going to have your back nice and straight, but you're leaning back slightly. And depending on your flexibility, you can place your hands like this. So you've got your fingers facing towards you, or if that's uncomfortable on the shoulders, just turn your fingers out like that so they're pointing out to the side. All right, and then from there, we're going to lift up. So you're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe out, press into the hands, press into the heels, and lift yourself all the way up. This is like a reverse plank position, we call it. Back support, and then you're going to inhale to come back down. Should we try that again? So exhale and lift. Good. And inhale to lower down. Exhale as you lift, pushing up. And inhale to lower down. So this is just a flavor today of what we can do. Exhale, lift. And inhale to come back down. But we felt that a little bit in the wrists, maybe the shoulders. All right, so I'm going to get you to come and lie down. I'm just going to have a quick look at the messages and check that we're all right. Good. Yes, you can all hear me. Fabulous. Wonderful. All right, so let's do a little exercise for the hip joint, all right? This is to loosen up the hips, but all of these exercises, I've just seen a few questions about disc issues and back pain. All of these exercises, or this one in particular, will be really good for that. Anything where you're in a position where your spine is stable and you're having to use your core muscles to keep stable, that will really work the muscles of the core. And with a disc, sorry, because I've just seen a question about the disc and I wanted to answer you straight away because I know that's horrible, isn't it? Disc pain is very uncomfortable. So with anything with the discs in the back, what you need to avoid is the movements going forward. Yeah, you can do movements with a straight spine, yeah, but no movements where you are flexing. All right, so this next one will be one that you can do. So we're going to lie down. We're going to take the arms out to the side again. We're going to bend the knees, and then we're going to unfold the legs. So right leg's going to lift. And again, this is all dependent on your flexibility. If you're tight in the muscles of the leg and the hip, you're going to keep this leg bent. If you're a flexible person, you can have it straight like this with the foot flexed, all right? And what we're going to do is use the core to keep the trunk of the body completely still. So we're not moving in the hips yet. It's not this. It's very much stable here. And by keeping still, you are really working all the muscles in your core. So you're going to breathe in, take the leg across the body, breathe out, circle down, around, and up. We're going to inhale across and exhale around and up. Inhale across and exhale around and up. Inhale across and exhale around. One more. Now we reverse the direction. Inhale out and exhale around and up. Inhale out and exhale around and up. Inhale out and exhale around. Inhale out and exhale around. Inhale out and exhale around. One more. Well done. Take that leg down. Let's unfold the left leg. Preparing for this side. So again, leg is bent or straight. We're going to inhale, take the leg across the body. Exhale, down, around, and out. Inhale across and exhale around and out. Inhale across and exhale around. Inhale across and exhale around. Inhale across and exhale around. One more. Let's go back in the other direction. Inhale out and exhale around. Inhale out and exhale around. Inhale and exhale. So we're keeping those hips still. And exhale, and one more. Well done. You're going to bend the knees and we're going to bring both legs into a tabletop position. And we're going to do the 100 prep. I'm going to make it a little more challenging than I've given you in previous videos. So you're going to take the arms overhead. And you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to exhale, lifting the head and chest up. But as you do, you're going to send the legs out. And basically, the lower you go with those legs, the harder it is on the core. So if you're able to keep your back stable, you can be down here. Otherwise, you want to be somewhere in between upright and 45 degrees. Yeah? And then we're going to come back down. So let's try that. We're going to exhale to lift and extend. And inhale back. Exhale, lift and extend. And inhale back. Exhale to lift. And inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. And inhale to lower. Two more. Exhale to lift. And inhale, lower. And exhale to lift. And inhale to low. Well done. Let's rest those feet down and let's turn onto our side now. So you're going to be on your side facing me, and this is the exercise that was in the picture for today for our Q&A. So I'm going to show you what I was doing. All right, so you're going to try this with me. So you're going to have both legs out for a start. We're going to have this elbow bent, and you're going to make sure elbows under shoulder. As with Pilates, technique is everything. Yeah, you get your body in the right position and you'll really be able to target particular muscles. So that's why I'm a bit pedantic about where you need to be. All right, so from there, you're going to bend your bottom leg and you're going to lift this leg up so it's just in a straight line out from the hip. And you're going to take this hand behind your head. And I want it to be really open so you feel the stretch in the front of your chest there. All right, now you're going to flex that foot and you're going to swing the leg forward for 1, 2, and then you're going to swing it back, pointing the toe for 1, 2. So we go forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back. And I don't want to see this moving. So you're trying to keep all of your ribs still. Yeah, so you're not really reaching forward. You're trying to stabilize while you do it. Back, back. Here we go. Forward, forward. Back, back. Forward, forward. Back, back. Forward, forward. Back, back. And forward, forward. And back, back. You're going to bring the legs down and you're going to cross the top leg over the bottom leg. You're going to leave your elbow where it is and we're going to do a lift on the side. All right, so on the elbow, you'll get more work in the side. You can do this with a full arm as well. But let's do it like this morning. So we've got the hand here. You're going to breathe in, push into the elbow. So you're in a nice plank position. And then you're going to exhale, coming over with that arm. Inhale, back to a T position. And exhale, lower down. Let's try that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over. Inhale, up and lower down. Inhale, lift and exhale over. Inhale up and lower down. One more. Inhale, lift and exhale over. Inhale up and lower down. Well done. Let's change sides. So we'll do those same two exercises on your side. So we've got that elbow down. We've got the bottom leg bent, top leg straight, hand behind the head. Nice and open with the elbow. Now start lifting up under here and drawing the abdominals in. We're going to float that leg up, flexing the foot. And here we go. Exhale forward. 1, 2. Inhale back. 1, 2. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. And forward. Keep lifting up and back. Forward and back. And forward and back. Ta ta. Well done. Let's take that leg out. Cross the top leg over the bottom leg. And just before you lift, just make sure with your hips you haven't kind of rolled back or forward, right? You want to be one hip directly above the other. That way we're targeting here and under here. Let's take the arm out. Take a breath in, lifting up. Breathing out as you go over. Inhale to the T position and exhale to lower down. So deep breath in to lift. And breathing out to go over. Inhale up and lower down. And again, deep breath in, lift. And exhale over. And up. And lower down. Deep breath in. And exhale over. Inhale up. And lower down. One more time. And up. And over. And lift. And lower down. Well done. You're going to go onto your front now. And we are going to do a little challenge. Let's try it and see. So there's an exercise in Pilates called the swimming exercise. So those of you that know Pilates will probably be groaning already. It's quite a challenging exercise. But what I'm going to do is just give you a flavour of it today. So we'll just do... we'll break it down and we'll do some of it and you'll get the idea. All right, so you're going to take your legs out. You want them about hip width apart, so not too wide. And you've also got your arms out like so. All right, and what we're going to do is we are going to think about pulling the arm into the shoulder, yeah? So you're not overreaching. We want to use our lats, so we're going to draw the arms into the shoulders like so. We're going to be in a little back extension, which means you haven't got your head right down, you're slightly lifted, and you're going to press your hands down into the floor. You're going to pull your tummy in, and then you're going to see if you can float your legs up. Can you see? And inhale, lower down. You're going to float the legs up, and inhale, lower down. So legs stay straight. Yeah, that way you're working all the glutes and the hamstrings. And lift and lower down. Lift and lower down. And lift and lower. Now we're going to try the same thing with the hands. So you're going to stay upright, pull the abdominals in, and this one is a real test of your back strength. See if you can raise the arms without your back moving. So inhale, lift them up. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, lift them up. And exhale, lower down. This one's normally quite tough for people. Lift and lower and lift and lower. So those are all the muscle groups you'll be using in swimming. And just to give you a flavour of the exercise, it is like swimming. So think of if you've ever been in like the ocean or the sea with a snorkel on, and you're just kind of floating around on the top of the water, just swimming along there with the legs. That's kind of what we're going to do. So we're going to keep the hands down today. We're going to lift both legs up, and we're just going to start swimming. All right, so you're just moving the legs. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, like you're swimming along the top of the ocean. And we're going to add the breathing. So you're going to take a breath in, and then you're going to exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Bring those legs down. Let's have the hands under the shoulders. We're going to push on up to a kneeling position. So I think we're almost out of time. I can't believe that's gone so quickly today. All right, so let's just do a little cat stretch just to release the back now. So you're going to take a breath in. You're going to breathe out. Draw the tummy muscles in. Tuck the tailbone under and just let that head drop down so you can feel the stretch through all that area you've just been working. And then you're going to inhale and exhale as you go back in the other direction. You're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to exhale, draw the tummy muscles in, tucking under. Inhale and exhale as you go back. Good. So deep breath in. Exhale, draw the tummy in, tucking under. So think of like a little doggy, tail between the legs. You're really trying to tuck under there. Inhale and exhale as you go back. And one more deep breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale and exhale back. Let's finish with a little energizer. So you're going to take your right leg back and your left leg back. So you're in a plank position. Make sure you haven't got the bottom in the air. You want to be in a plank position. You're going to bring your right knee in and take it back. Left knee in and take it back. Right knee in, take it back. Left knee in and take it back. In and back. In and back. In and back. Last one. In and back. Now lift the bottom to the ceiling, all the way up, pushing the weight back towards the thighs and just lowering those feet down, trying to get that stretch through the calf muscles. And then try and walk your feet in towards your hands. A little flexibility test, this one. And then we're just going to let the hands relax, let the body just relax there for a moment. And I want you to bend your knees. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, pull the tummy muscles in for the last time and come all the way up to standing. And then you're just going to roll your shoulders out. That's it. And you are done for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm just going to come and sit down and have a look at your questions, but also that's to kind of give you a flavour. So I wasn't sure who was joining me today. So I've done some of the simpler ones and some of the more challenging exercises. So what I'd really love is if you can send me a message and let me know what you thought of this, whether it was the right level for you, whether there's something different you would like to do, or whether you'd like a shorter class or a longer class. Because if this works for you and you enjoy it, then, it's something that we could do more regularly. And certainly right now, I know we're all having a bit of a kind of crazy time, aren't we? Because we can't go out. I mean, we're in the UK, we're in a complete lockdown. I don't think I've left my house for 3 days now, 4 days, something like that. So we all need something to keep us going. And that's why I thought we'd give this live streaming a try, just to see if it works for you. And if it does, we can meet on a regular basis, all right? So I'm just going to have a look at your messages. So bear with me because I've never done live streaming before for those that have joined me. So I'm just having a look to see what the questions are. Jovia, yes, men can do Pilates. Oh, that's an interesting one, to reduce back pain. Yes, so Javia, this is for you. Yes, Pilates actually was invented by a man. Joseph Pilates, I won't go into the whole history, but he was what do they call it? Mr. Universe back in the 1920s. So he had grown up with, his father was a circus performer and his mother was a naturopath, and he became an expert in exercise. and his name was Pilates, and he invented all these exercises that you saw today. So they're over 100 years old now, and Pilates is used by not just Pilates instructors like me, but physiotherapists use Pilates, osteopaths and chiropractors. They all use Pilates in their rehabilitation. So yes, you absolutely can do this. If you're a man, it's just as effective. Okay. What else? Let's have a look. Oh, hello, Joe. Oh, you're missing your Pilates. Oh, I'm really glad this is helping you. Thank you so much for the compliment. That's really nice. Well, we will do it again. Yes, why not? Irene. Oh, lovely. Thank you. That's excellent. Lovely to hear from you. So it was the right length for you, half an hour. That's great. Hello, Hilary. You just discovered me, and that was brilliant. Oh, thank you so much, Hilary. Well, there'll be more of the same coming soon. So do let me know whether you'd like to see me once a week, because we could do this every Friday at 10 o'clock if you think that works for you. Let me know. Let's see, what other messages have we got here? Hey, Ricky. Oh, this is Kirsty. Hi, Kirsty. Oh, you just started following me. Oh, brilliant. And your husband did it as well. Well, congratulations. That's really good. You know what's interesting is I found as a Pilates teacher, it tends to be more women that come to Pilates classes in the community kind of area. So I teach have been teaching in an area of West London for for 10 years actually. And it is mostly women that come, but I do have some male clients. And most of the men that come are men who've been brought by their girlfriend or their wife, and then they realized how effective it is and how good it is. And I think for men, sometimes it's useful for men to know why it's good to do it. I mean, it's good for us all to know, right? But I think for men, it's harder to get men to come to a class. For whatever reason, they can get intimidated, or, it's a different sort of environment to what they're used to. So what I always say is that, apart from the fact it really does help with back pain, there's absolutely no doubt about that. It is an absolutely brilliant tool to have in your kit if you're a sportsman or woman, because doing Pilates as a part of your weekly regime. So say you're a golfer, in golf, we tend to use one side of the body more than another, because you're always kind of striking and so on. So what will happen is you'll have one very strong side of the body and one not so strong. And that imbalance is what can create aches and pains and injuries. So doing Pilates rebalances the body, because we do everything so that we work both sides equally. So that's really good to hear that the two of you did Pilates today. Wonderful. Hi, Terry. Thank you very much indeed. Lovely to hear from you. Much appreciated. Tony, great session. Can you advise on the breathing pattern? Yes. Okay. Yes. Tony Ryans, yes, that is quite tricky, isn't it? And I think I tend to talk the breathing a lot. Some Pilates people that I've worked with don't like talking the breathing, but I found that it helps. It helps because some people get into a point where they panic and they're not sure whether they should breathe in and out, and then then they get tense, right? Or they hold their breath, and if you hold your breath, it's not really going to help you at all. So what I'll do, Tony, is I will make sure I cue it more next time we teach. But generally the rule is, or this is my little rule and it tends to work, is if you think of exhaling on the effort, so it's ease, exhale on the effort of the exercise. So for example, if you're doing something where you're lifting up, and you're coming from here and you're having to lift up and use those abdominals, that's when you breathe out. So you take a breath in to prepare, you breathe out, and you pull the belly button in as you breathe out. And that's a really good question, Tony, because I know a lot of people get confused with the breathing. Maybe I should do a vlog on that. I might do a tutorial on that, I think, because the breathing in Pilates is the opposite to natural breathing, which is why it can get quite confusing. So the breathing style is to emphasize the use of the diaphragm, but also the deep abdominal muscles, which is why we tend to be quite, loud, heavy breathers, if you like, to kind of activate them. So that's a really good tip. I will make sure I do something on that. Oh, hello, Karina. Oh, I'm really glad you enjoyed it. I'm missing you in Pilates class. Oh, lovely. And I'm glad you're following me online. Yes. And thank you for mentioning the online classes. I do actually teach live every week on a streaming channel called Zoom. So if anyone is interested in joining my live classes, you can have a look at my website. It's rachellawrencepilates.com. And on there, you'll see there's 2 links. You can click to join here, my YouTube channel, but there's also another one below that's click to join my online classes. And they're classes I do charge for, but they're a full class and they're an hour long. And I do them right here, live online, and you can join with a group of people. And Zoom's lovely because you can kind of see who's in your class and you can chat to each other and stuff. So if that's something you're interested in, then do check out my website. Fleur, hello Fleur, thank you very much for the message. You'd love another. Oh, okay, great, that's really good to hear. Well, I will try and definitely get something going. I think what I'll do is I'll do a weekly one on a Friday, and we'll see how that grows. And if that goes really well, then we can always put in another one during the week. Kate, oh, thank you, Kate. They my class has sorted out your lower back and your shoulder issues. Oh, that's so good to hear. Thank you very much for putting that on there. I really appreciate that. It's amazing, isn't it, Pilates? I think it's something that when you get into it and you do it regularly, you're kind of thinking, oh, I'm just doing my Pilates every week. And then all of a sudden, you'll suddenly realize that your back pain isn't what it was before, or your shoulder pains reduce, or you feel more flexible in your shoulders, or you don't feel so tense when you're working on the computer. It's that thing that is really important, and I try to emphasize for everybody, is doing it consistently will always give you the best results. And Kate, who sent that lovely message, Kate's come to my classes regularly now for, I don't know, Kate, 3-4 years, I think, something like that. And it just goes to show, what you can do if you do something regularly. So, cool. Gail. Hello, Gail. A woman in your 60s. Oh, well, that's wonderful. And this is Gail. Now listen to this because it's lovely. Just to let you know, I'm a woman in my mid-60s, so it's never too late to start exercising. Do what you can and rest when at the point it's difficult. Well, that's great, Gail. Well done, you. And you know what? That's what I say, because I'm a woman in my 50s and I am never going to stop exercising. I am going to keep going until I drop, because there is no proof that exercising is bad for you. In fact, they've done, I've been looking into some research on Pilates for older people as well, so seniors 65, 70 plus, and they've done some experiments in America, some studies, should I say, on people over 80 doing exercise. And these are people who've never done it before, and they put them into a program where they did it for 10 weeks. And they did it 3 times a week for 10 weeks. And every single person, bearing in mind that over 80, every single one of them improved their muscle mass, their balance, and their strength and their control. So that just goes to show that really you're never, ever too old to start exercising. So that was great. Thank you for that, Gail. Oh, thank you, Fleur. You like the breathing instruction. That's really good to know. Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah. And I will, it is confusing, the breathing, and I will keep cueing that way. Oh, thank you, Tony. Exhale on the effort. Yeah. Well done. Very good. Oh, I've got someone who said, can you comment on Pilates helping to recover from And L5S1 minor slip disc. All right. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So slip discs, herniated discs, they are very, very unpleasant, very uncomfortable, very painful. And when you're going to go into an exercise program, I mean, first thing I would always say is if you've got really, really bad pain in your back, do get it diagnosed. I know right now it's a very difficult situation, but I'm assuming that we will be out of lockdown within hopefully 3 months or so. But, you know, don't suffer in silence. Seek help. Get a diagnosis on where it is. So this person's mentioned that there's an L5S1 slip disc. So in our spine, just to help you all with a little bit of acknowledgement or understanding, is our spine, we've got kind of cervical spine, that's the neck here. You've got thoracic spine, which is here, can you see? Yeah, here. And then you've got the lumbar spine, which goes down to the tailbone. And then you've got S, that's sacroiliac. So their issue is right down here in the lower back. And that's where a lot of people do get slip discs or herniated discs. And it's because it's the most wear and tear on the back, is that area, our lower back. So movement for that and rehab for that, it will be the same for anyone with that issue, is strengthen the core. I mean, Pilates really is the best thing for any kind of issues like that. And as I said to somebody earlier, you don't want to be, when you've got a slip disc, you don't want to be flexing the spine, because of flexion, if you imagine this is one disc and that's another, like that, and you've got that's one vertebra and that's another, and your disc, let me get a piece of paper, show you, got a piece of paper on the floor. So imagine that's the disc in between, like that, yeah? And it should sit nicely like that, so you can see it's just in between. But what happens with a slip disc is it can slip out in one direction or another. And then if you flex, you're going to be pressing down on that slip disc. And that is really not good. You don't want to be doing that, because not only will it be very painful, but what you want to do is exercises to help the disc come back into place. So basically, it's more of the isometric work. I'm chattering away, aren't I? I could keep going for hours. Anyway, it's more of what I call isometric work. So isometric work is when you're using the core muscles to keep your body as still. So let me give you a little example. So an isometric exercise would be, for example, if you're standing and you are having to hold the leg up, while you do arm exercises, for example, I'm using the lower body isometrically, as in I'm not moving it, I'm using the muscles to hold it still. So that's kind of leg work. And then with the core, very quickly, isometric work with the core is when you are keeping this part of your back. So say this is where the injury is, you're keeping this part of your back completely still while you lift up, like we did earlier in class. So I haven't moved that back, I'm keeping it still, but it's really challenging all those core muscles and making them work. So that's the kind of thing that you want to be doing if you've got a slip disc. But if it's very specific, then I would say send me a message on YouTube, and I can give you pointers to which would be the right workouts for you on the channel. Anna McDougall, hello. Thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate that. That's lovely. Oh, Anna, thank you very much. Anna's saying that her posture and balance has improved enormously from being taught by me, and she too is a woman in her 60s. And I can say I know Anna because I teach her live online, and she looks fabulous. She's been doing Pilates with me for, Anna, it's been a long time, 7 years, 8 years, something like that. So wonderful. Hello, Terry. Okay. You've been doing Pilates to reduce back pain. Yeah. And it's working and you're getting stronger with the videos. Well, that is absolutely wonderful. Well, thank you very, very much indeed. That was so lovely to chat to you all. So I'm going to end the stream now. But don't forget, I'm still on YouTube. I can check in messages. I tell me check in once a day. If I don't get back to you straight away, just to remember, it's just that I really do like to answer everyone personally. So it does take me a while to keep up with all those lovely messages, but it's been so brilliant to see you today. And thank you for making my live stream so much fun. It's just been fantastic. So if you like it, send me a message and maybe we could do this same time next week. All right, so take care, everyone. Have a lovely day and I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye for now.